Hello, Year of the Horse people. Welcome to Three Crows Runes. My name is Jen. Let's do some rune readings. Today is the Lunar New Year. It is the year of the Wood Dragon, and that's very exciting. And so we are doing readings for the Lunar New Year using the Dragon Tarot and the Elder Futhark on Willow Runes. So let's start with a card from the Dragon Tarot. And we have the Wheel. So, Year of the Horse people. This is going to be a very interesting year for you. Because there's going to be a lot that is, it's like nothing's written in stone. I mean, this is the picture is like, oh, here you are. Here's the thing where we're going to learn to do the thing. But basically, it's the wheel. So a lot is going to depend on chance this year. There's going to be a lot that you really won't be able to plan for. It's going to be pretty wild, horse people. Like, it's going to be a wild year for you. So it's really, this is sort of like an unwritten, I mean, I'm saying all these things, but like this is a written book in the picture. So perhaps that's one of the things I'll have to say is that it might be a good idea to make some plans this year, even if they won't be necessarily, it's all going to be up to chance, I think, a lot of it. But the card has a book, so maybe at the very least, by the end of the year, you'll be able to add to your grimoire. Yeah, so this is basically I don't know which way this wanted to go. I think it did actually want to go that way. We've seen it reversed a couple times this session, which is kind of neat. Ooh. It's our outcome, horse people. Right, at least you're going to finish strong. It's all good. Central issue this year is Sovilo. Sovilo is the rune of the sun. This has to do with source energy. Really, this year you're going to want to focus on what energizes you, what nourishes you, no matter when you contact it. Like, no matter when you access it, this is something that's going to energize you. You are going to be on a bit of a wheel this year. I'm trying to Wittershins and the diacetyl. So it's going to be, things are going to feel very up in the air this year. Things are going to be you're not really going to be able to do very much as far as plans. Do it anyway. Plan. Oh my gosh, don't listen to this as like don't do plans. Set your plans, but there are going to be a lot of things that are going to be unexpected. There's going to be a lot of chance involved. Sometimes you'll be very lucky. Sometimes you will not. It's going to be a pretty wild year for the horses. Leading up to this, you've been actually just going with the flow. We have, and being very heart-led as well, which is very on brand for horse. We have Laguz, which is the rune of the water. This has to do with emotion, intuition, and heart, and also flow. So you've been just flowing up until this point, flowing along, and now you're in this year where it's going to be like you've entered onto the roulette table and you're dodging marbles and it's just spinning and things are crazy. So it's more important than ever to just basically keep very close contact with the things that give you energy and give you nourishment, because that's what's going to help get you through this year. And it's really going to be keep that focus. No matter what happens, as long as you have that focus, you're going to be able to ride this year out. But it's going to be nuts. It's going to be a wild ride. not to make you upset, just in terms of like, let's be prepared, because the card you got is the wheel. What is going to help you is we have Vunyo reversed. Vunyo is the rune of joy. I'm going to read this a couple ways. First of all, be very aware of what gives you your deep inner joy. Keep an eye on that and let that guide you, because that's what's going to be important for keeping you above the water, so to speak, even when everything is rolling around and crazy. Because that's the stuff that nobody can take away from you. When you are able to access your joy without any external input, that's going to keep you sane. Because that's basically, nobody can take that from you. That is basically your deep inner joy that nobody can take from you. At the same time, what is going to help you is being aware of where you're not content, and to admit this to yourself. If there are situations in your life where you are not feeling contented, be honest with yourself about them, because that's going to help you. Like, actually just addressing that and going, okay, you know what, this thing doesn't make me happy. Let's address this. And of course, your deep inner joy is going to help you with that as well, because it's sort of like what you're holding up to compare. What isn't going to help is we have Othala reversed. Othala is the rune of the home and the homeland. Reversed, it has to do with letting go of things that no longer serve you, and also stepping outside of your comfort zone. This whole thing is going to be like stepping outside of your comfort zone. So I'm really reading this. I mean, a previous session, I literally read this just like the last session where it meant don't let go of things just because you think you don't need them, because you might. But anyway, that was a different context, and this is this reading for the horses. And in this case, this is basically saying this is going to be very much outside of your comfort zone. This year is going to be a very unnerving ride for a horse. And so that can drag you down, because you're going to be things are going to feel very unfamiliar. Things are going to feel very out of your control and up to chance, and that's going to be very upsetting. So what is going to help you is, once again, bring yourself back up to where you're focusing on your inner joy, what nobody can take from you, the things that are inside that bring you joy no matter when you access them. Same with the Sovilo, whatever energizes you no matter what. And just also to be aware of where you are discontent and address that. And that's what's going to help you. What this is all going to lead you to by the end of the year is you're going to have greater strength than I think you will have ever experienced before. Greater sense of grounding, greater sense of immovability. Like when you dig in, you are going to mean it. And a greater sense of just basically all-around health. This is Uruz, which is the wild ox. This has to do with strength and health and stubbornness. Stubbornness in a good way sometimes. And by the end of the year, you're going to have that. You're going to feel very, very grounded. You're going to feel solid, because you will have gotten through this wheel of a year. So there you go. That is your reading, Year of the Horse People, for the Lunar New Year of the Wood Dragon. I wish you all the best with this, and I wish you a happy Lunar New Year. Take care till next time. Bye.